Not yesterday, but the day before. Well, no, I watched it at that noon, the news yesterday.
Yeah.
They used to be cold. It used to call them things are freeze. There was no snow. It used to be called them the free shit.
So what's going on? You want to go to the store? Or?
Well, about 1 o'clock, we'll walk up to Gary's and get some menu you both could have. So,
All right.
yeah, we're gonna go this time. I got dressed, yeah.
Okay.
I got a message for the whole damn thing. I really remember everything for the whole week. The last dose I have in there for today. Yeah.
1 o'clock, you said? All right.
Let's go back to 2001, where
Dude, put on like jeans on or something.
games, but still turning out radio songs and toured successfully. Well, successfully is somewhat subjective, as I'm not sure if I saw Scott Weiland freaking out like this, I could actually call it successful. I get the anger, though. Someone threw a beer at the band on stage, and not only did Dean jump down to fight the beer thrower, but Scott Weiland went off on a profanity-filled tirade, including saying that he had already been to jail.
The guy from on Scott Weiland was from Trouble Pilots.
I debated putting this one up on the list for how much censoring is required for YouTube.
Always the
but it
poor
definitely
quality
counts
is
as
not
music
the
on
best,
stage, so I felt
which
it's
I don't
important to share.
understand.
As much profanity
So-
as the old Cat Williams stand-up specials on Comedy Central. Weiland apologizing for ruining the zen-like moment for everyone is somehow the icing on the beer-soaked cake. After shouting
beer-soaked cake.
bullhorn to a crowd who undoubtedly could not see what was going on.
Trying to ruin the zen-like moment for everybody.
Why in the world would anyone try to mess with Shirley Manson? Well, you ask yourself that question, as I have a few times now.
Oh,
This event
garbage.
happened
Yeah,
in 2012, and Shirley rightfully went off on the moron, throwing things at her on stage in Portugal. This is another one that the anger is warranted, and it was during Garbage's return tour with a new album to push. Garbage was back. Everyone should be happy. This is the one type of garbage that makes everyone happy. Why would you throw anything at Shirley Manson, you psychopath?
I will get you so badly. You'll be home to your mom and crying your eyes out.
She's the only chick you don't want to
I've
fuck
given you
with.
one warning, and here's how we
Really.
make this work.
Shirley Manson is something you fuck with.
If
Hey,
you see
gross.
anybody
She's a real
doing
one, bro. So is my mother.
anybody,
My mom's a real
you tell me
motherfucker.
about it, or you tell one of the security
Yeah, my mom will fucking
You've got to
punch
listen
somebody
to
the
me,
fuck
boy.
out, I think, twice.
When somebody tells me there is a problem,
Why would you want to fuck with her? Like, really?
Shelly something, right?
Shirley Manson.
Yeah. She took her own life.
She did?
Yeah.
When?
Early 2000s.
No, she's 2012.
Huh?
She's still around.
Huh? That was 13 years ago, dude. So,
Where the fuck did you learn that from?
that's what I think about her life. She's had.
Vegetarians and vegans to know that if they say they are
Well, you
angry,
can always ask your phone
eat
whether
meat,
she's still alive, like
they
Google.
cross the line.
I don't know.
can't say I blame Shirley for getting angry either. I also love how he said, "You listen
Kitty
to me,
cat.
boy," and then said she'll have everyone in the crowd move away just to point out who did it and have security rough them up. There was commanding an audience,
Kitty
and then there was
cat.
commanding an audience, security,
He's mine,
lighting,
not
all
you,
menu
cat.
staff.
Aw.
Just don't
You're
cross
so
Shirley
cute.
Manson. Terrible
You're
idea.
so cute, bro.
Right, buddy?
Oh, he named his cat Chester.
See, he had a lot to say about it, too.
His cat name's cat Chester. It's so cute. Rest in
I'm
peace,
not a
Chester
fan of hecklers,
Bennington.
but musicians and artists should know how to not handle a heckler. And Billy Corgan
Cute.
made the situation weird. I mean, I know
Chester
he
is
thought
so
he was
cute.
owning the guy with a witty
Cute.
retort, but yeah,
Cute.
he made things more uncomfortable. A heckler who had been shouting stuff at Billy was brought up on stage with security, and the heckler
Oh,
complained
go
about
Billy
the previous
Corgan,
night's
man.
performance. Here's the back and forth.
He literally hasn't actually go on stage. Oh, the show sucked last night.
sounded like they were written by a 13-year-old who had nothing better to say and didn't just want to yell, "Your mom," and run off giggling. That's what Billy Corgan was up to in 2008, everyone. Some people say this whole thing was staged. If that's the case, then this is really sad to get attention and a chuckle from an audience, which is an entirely
Was he
different
fucking
kind of
staged?
meltdown. No wonder
Is
people
he,
kept
bro,
leaving the
what he was
buckets over
actually
the years.
staged
That's
though? It'd be
embarrassing.
insane. God damn, bro.
Adding a TV performance, as it was definitely on a stage in front of people performed live, and it definitely qualifies as a true meltdown. The Vines were in a rough spot with this live show, and doing it in front of a snarky, condescending David Letterman and CBS staff will not help. What many people don't know about some of these TV tapings, or at least years ago, is that sometimes directors and network staff would force a musical guest to practice over and over before doors open so it's cleared for TV. The Vines were on record for having to practice for over 6 hours. The same song. Literal insanity incoming.
I'd be fucking sick of it too, but recording the same freaking song for 6 hours, I would lose my cool too there, buddy. Yeah, I'd be losing my shit too, bro.
I mean, if I had to do that for 6 hours, I'd lose my mind too. I wouldn't care about the opportunity or it being an introduction to a new audience. There's a thick line between practice and being run ragged. The Vines had enough. Apparently David Letterman didn't care either way.
And you weren't practicing, you were run ragged.
I hope they're not neglecting their studies.
At 2.5 minutes with the wolf howl, you can totally see the man's psyche breaking. There's a professional way to say you've had enough of something, and even if this was unprofessional, I'm glad I saw it. The Vines are known for this song, Get Free, and getting ridiculous on The Late Show. This is a case of don't call people out if you don't know what's going on. David Draymond of Disturbed isn't exactly a laid-back person, however, and if he sees someone at his concert who already paid, mind you, not giving precious attention, then he's gonna say something. Draymond saw a fan sitting front row on a balcony, texting and using their phone during most of Disturbed's sets. This is not the first time something like this has happened to anyone, but Draymond decided to stop the whole show over it.
Really, Dave? Really, Dave? Apparently, she was texting her daughter for during a violent storm, calming her down. But Dave didn't. He apologized afterwards, which I kind of blame him for it. You know, it's just deserves like yelling at your own audience.
Don't tell me to go stuff you already did by looking at your phone instead of paying attention.
Turns out the fan was texting their own child who was at home in a wild hailstorm and trying to calm their child down, and that mom would be home soon enough. This may sound ridiculous, but I actually think that's a good reason to text during a concert. Draymond would apologize for it later, but it also was at Disturbed's own detriment, because if Draymond would have not said anything, the whole situation would not have happened, and he wouldn't have looked like a boomer yelling at the kid on their cell phone during a show. Why would he care? He already had the money from their ticket, and he was there in front of a full crowd.
Because he's fucking egotistical.
Talk about him.
I heard he's a dick.
A lot of people record constantly go on their phones.
Yeah, some musicians don't like that.
Self-destructive as he tried to have a pro wrestling hardcore match with himself live on stage at a concert.
Girl, Kurt Cobain.
Cobain was reportedly inebriated.
He always did this.
And during
You fucking drunk off his ass.
Or on heroin. Why not both? Definitely died. Well, he died from suicide, but he was on it when he killed himself.
Well, yeah.
I think. I heard he did like coke and heroin. That sounds funny.
I don't really know, Johnson.
Well, he did like heroin.
You know, he was fucked up.
Yeah. He was.
I don't think Dave Grohl ever got that bad into drugs and shit.
No.
The other two guys, I'm sure they drank they had a beer every once in a while. They weren't.
Yeah.
Don't need to get.
Yeah, either he's drunk or on some shit.
Or both.
Yep.
That's usually how it goes.
Yep.
I think the Void.
It was when he started ramming himself into stage equipment that I think people realized the show
Yeah.
was not going to continue on, and that the singer of Nirvana might need to calm down a touch, and that the roadies were going to have a long night ahead of them. I pointed out this example from Nirvana because not only was this chaotic and a meltdown, but also Also, how did Kurt Cobain not seriously hurt himself after all this? I mean, there are rock
He's
stars
on
that
shit.
get injured by just slipping
Adrenaline
on
doesn't fucking
stage.
bother you.
Meanwhile, Kurt Cobain was here as a one-man demolition derby without a car.
When you're high or drunk or both, you don't feel fucking shit.
Yeah.
Falling on reverse is
I
on
don't
this
know.
list.
Yeah, Ronnie
You
Rat.
should
I don't
be.
like this
Back at one of
band.
the notorious
I mean, I
British
do.
rock fests, this time 2021,
But then
Ronnie Radke
him and
were
Chris,
doing their
like,
thing with
him and our
Ronnie
cousin
Radke's own
Chris
kids
hate
on
each other.
stage.
Yeah.
When Ronnie saw
They have,
something
like,
that made him
issues with
lose
each
his
other.
mind. In the crowd was a middle-aged man wearing a t-shirt that said F Ronnie Radke.
But Ronnie
That was
has
it.
every
That's
right to
all
get
it
pissed
took.
off.
Show came to
Fuck
an
Ronnie.
abrupt halt, and Ronald the Clown started up his
Like,
shenanigans.
why would you get... I don't like... I might like Ronnie because he runs his mouth constantly.
Yeah.
But, but still. Like, why do you have to go to a show
And be an ass.
just to go to a show and fucking do that? Yeah. Fucking idiot, dude. Fucking, really? Fucking jackass. Why do people do that? Like you had to run a concert over there because you're a dick. Alright, you piece.